Well, that was a wake-up call.
You're telling me.
Suppose he's...
I'll be out in a moment.
Seriously, why do they do things like that? I don't remember curtains like that, Ingram. Luckily, most of the ingredients are there already.
Ingram,
Yes? Yes.
could you make me some soup?
Alright. Are you able to make it to the kitchen?
Oh, I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with my legs. I don't think. I hope not. Okay, there's nothing majorly wrong with my legs. I don't want to lie. I did jump off a building.
We can discuss this when you get here. Channel 5. No radio chatter, please.
10-4?
Should absolutely wash my hands. Don't want any raw chicken getting on things. Good
Suppose I
morning.
didn't come too quickly. Good morning.
No, I actually was in the process of making something before you called.
Fantastic. Thank you.
I assumed with the state you were in previously, you would have needed something nourishing.
Nourishing. Anything to keep me going.
Well, even if you don't appreciate the taste of it, it should be more efficient at getting you going than some people's idea of a diet here.
Are you talking about the bread?
Yes, I am talking about that bread. I...
I think that to each their own.
No, the sheer amount of mold samples that he has to be eating with that much stale bread.
Listen, I could not tell you how he is not sick every single day. Strangely enough, he seems to be one of the more lively ones, so maybe he has mold superpowers.
No, I have some of my own theorizations on that. And they are not based in mold superpowers.
Nothing is impossible. The dead are walking.
Perhaps. However,
Mold superpowers. I'm losing my mind.
I also know he tests most of the medicines he makes on himself. Oh? Well, perhaps you really are losing your mind. Catatonic.
I think voice chat is not connected. Maybe it is. I think I should have gotten more sleep.
Oh, most likely. You froze up for a bit there.
I have no idea what you are talking about.
I didn't realize catatonia was one of your symptoms.
News to both of us.
No, it's much more likely the lack of sleep.
I didn't know that pushing the limits of the human body would do that to you.
Well, it is called pushing a limit for a while, for a reason. You push that limit long enough and you will break it. And quite possibly yourself.
And I call myself a biologist.
I find some people have difficulty attaching their own field of study in relevance to themselves.
What? No. I take perfectly good care of myself. All the time.
Same with the other doctors here?
Okay, I see what you mean. One of them beats their patients, and the other almost overdosed on morphine.
Which doctor are you referring to for each one of those?
Well, I thought it was cut and dry, but now that you're mentioning it... Well, Ares seems to beat Rylan when he's injured, and last overdosed on morphine. So...
Alright, that is the order we're going with.
The question then becomes, where do your faults lie?
Well, it's not as if I exactly focus on animal biology, so there's a bit less relevance to myself.
Sure you've never messed up a fungus or two? Misidentified taxonomy?
It has happened a few times, as is inevitable for any person to. However, I do my best to minimize risk of such things.
As you should. I normally do my best to minimize such risks. Except when I'm in the lab. At that point, I've decided that all rules do not apply to me.
Really?
Listen, at that point I can't tell day from night, so really it's more like blissful ignorance.
You do realize that could be solved with just a clock, right?
Again, blissful ignorance. As long as there's not a clock in there, I'll never know that I've been up for days.
Tend to keep a watch on me for that reason. Find
Oh,
after
but
a
then
certain amount of working on things straight, my answers tend to become a bit less accurate.
Suit yourself. I find myself a lot more accurate when I'm not worrying about the time. It's a stress reliever.
No. 6 hours, take a break, another 6 hours or so.
I prefer micro sleeps.
No, that is not a practice I've particularly tried.
You should. It's, well, it works.
And that's why you were passed out in there?
Was passed out.
Yes.
And then awoken by the screeches of a she-devil.
She-devil, then.
There's a story there, as there always is.
I suppose. No, suppose that's all I'm making for now.
Have anywhere you'd like to go?
Well, I am on one of those breaks between laboratory hours, so...
I wouldn't mind taking a little stroll.
Alright. You considered the things that I wrote?
Of course.
Then we can walk and talk.
Very well done.
Oh good, that did get patched up.
Very efficient workers around here.
We try to be.
Well, it shows. Especially in the stress levels of this place.
Oh.
Respectfully, of course.
I want to hear your analysis then.
Well, there's always something going on. Literally. I don't think a day has gone by without me seeing someone hurt, injured, or tense. Or threatening, or actually just committing acts of violence.
Well, I at least am trying to reduce that last one. But...
And how is that going?
Well, considering Rylan actually agreed to learn gun safety, I'll consider that a positive.
Don't be too hard on him.
I'm generally not, but if he's pointing a gun at someone, I have to be.
I know he wouldn't have pulled the trigger.
I know he wouldn't have pulled the trigger intentionally.
That is true. Oh, his finger slipped and all of a sudden I'm stuck here for the next few days. What a shame.
As well as having a bullet pried out of you. Yes.
Spare me the details.
Don't know. Ares has a new pair of forceps that he's eager to use.
I'm intrigued, but I'm not willing to be the test subject.
No, that'll be if someone manages to get some sort of detritus in them.
My bet is on Rylan. Then again, he is doing better.
Rylan is a possibility. There's a couple I could see.
Really?
Having some sort of injury? Definitely.
If you had to guess who was going to get injured first.
Well, it's also a question of rather than who gets injured first, but who admits it to the medical team first.
Not Rylan. Julian, maybe? He tends to stay out of trouble, but he would admit to the medical team first.
He would admit to the medical team quite quickly. Honestly, I see Rocker taking a bit of a fall into some sort of debris after jumping off of something being quite likely.
I could see that. Does he jump off of things often?
He has a surprising tendency to jumping between buildings on excursions.
As exhilarating as it can be, I don't think that that's the safest decision.
Perhaps not. Or perhaps Artemis was his most recent rise in aggression.
It is true, but he would never admit it.
Except he would to lust.
That is true.
We can't just solely think about Ares. We have more than one physician here.
I was unaware of his connection to Lars. I knew, or at least I figured, Julian. I knew Azrael.
Yes, the four of them are partnered in some manner. I don't know all the details.
Can't say I'm not jealous.
Having three partners.
Always have someone to watch your back.
It also
But
seems incredibly difficult to schedule.
That was also what I was going to say. It seems increasingly stressful to accommodate for everyone.
Well, I don't exactly think any of them were particularly worried about cost-benefit analysis. Getting into something like that.
I doubt it. And I'm sure that it will never come up. This is terrifying. It's not like it's not weighing on him. Of course, I can't say much, but some people need to listen more. Talk a lot less.
As I've been told.
They are all in desperate need of therapy.
Honestly, I'm not sure who in the militia doesn't.
I don't think there's anyone in this world that doesn't.
I suppose.
It's just the question of if you're willing to actually get it.
or have the ability to get it.
That is true. Not everyone has access to, well, a trained therapist.
No, those are in a relatively rare supply.
Not in the sectors. Gotta say, there's at least half of them that go to college just to become psychologists and eventually want to start up their own private practice. Of course, it's easier said than done. Everyone needs therapy, but rarely do people admit that they need therapy.
I wouldn't know, actually. I've never been to the sectors.
Really?
Yes. Is that surprising?
Just wondering where else you would have gotten a degree.
Well, I suppose I wouldn't have a sector-sponsored degree, no. However, the adequate, 8 years of complete study, including a thesis and thesis presentation.
Interesting. Maybe there is hope for the rest of the world. Assuming that people are willing to teach it.
Not that I didn't trade some of both my research and getting research from in the sectors. However, finding the type of smuggler who's willing to do that is difficult.
There's plenty. You just have to know where to look. Also know where the government isn't. That part's very important.
Perhaps it's easier when you know from the inside, then.
Blindingly so.
No.
Although, you know, getting inside usually requires resources, and not everyone has access to them.
Exactly. No, I have tried my best to keep up with the modern research there, but I've never been in person.
You know, they only have me marked as missing. As much as I dread to go to the place again, it's not like I'm wanted for anything. As long as I stay away from government-related facilities, my wealth should still be intact. And the second that any purchase goes through, there's probably going to be a million alarm bells ringing in their little fucking headquarters.
So best not to use those funds unless you want them ringing at your door.
It's a dead house anyway. Maybe one day I'll just go in, make a really big purchase, and then disappear again.
What would you purchase?
Entire college's worth of textbooks. Possibly enough for several generations.
That could be very valuable.
Could be, and as long as we have at least one copy of each, we could make more.
Definitely, it wouldn't be particularly difficult to even just set up a printing press.
Little bit of a side quest.
A bit.
Sneak past the walls. Pretend that you're not wanted by the government, even though the poster says missing. Use funds that are probably heavily monitored. And then leave.
I think that sounds a bit of a hazardous plan.
Tiny bit. Maybe. I I just have to find a bold enough smuggler.
That would be the problem. That and how much of your account you expect them to take from, and if it's a large enough sum, do you get anything back from them?
Too many variables.
Definitely. I suppose it's less a question of finding a smuggler, but finding a reliable one.
Exactly. Government's all fear tactics anyway. Not that anyone would ever believe me. They're a bunch of bumbling buffoons who want control.
As I've said before, I wouldn't know.
Does? Not saying that there aren't a few that... There's tacticians. There are scientists. And of course, there are generals. However, a lot of them haven't even seen any hint of battle. Experience is the greatest teacher. I'd be able to outsmart them.
It is. It is the greatest teacher. No, I did my formal education in the bunker I had mentioned before.
But it is... gives me a little bit of hope.
There were distinct programs that people were required to have someone fit to fill, and I took to mycology quite easily.
Well...
Standing on the shoulders of all of those before who made their own advancements in the field. And then once I got out, I tried to update with what other information people had out here.
What an inspiring story. It's a lot better than just doing what you can to impress old mom and dad.
Suppose not.
I mean, I took a liking to evolutionary biology eventually. Just wasn't what I expected at first.
Then why did you start with evolutionary biology?
Oh, you know, impossible expectations. I needed to put some big words on a paper to impress them, get them to look at me. And, well, didn't go exactly as planned.
No. People who focus on the goalposts often just create a new one.
Regardless, they're dead to me now, and I quite like the area of study I've chosen.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy your field of study.
It's wonderful how all the sciences mix together. I mean, as someone, just with evolutionary biology specifically, at least in my case, because I also studied psychology and some pre-medical sciences. Understanding the evolution of the human mind and the body, as well as its own healing processes, makes you appreciate what we are a lot more.
different lenses on the exact same problem in some cases.
It's always good to have multiple perspectives.
So what were your opinions on what I wrote there? I think we got interrupted last time I tried to ask.
I believe that if you want to go out and get some samples, for a less deadly strain, I wouldn't mind. And as for letting someone know, well, that's completely reasonable. I'm not here to take you away.
Good. I'm sure you understand necessary precautions.
I would do the same.
Good.
I'm not trying to throw my life away in some underground bunker. At least not without putting up a fight.
Well, if you did want to throw yourself into an underground bunker, there is one here that is absolutely infested with the mycelium. Yet none of the bodies.
No bodies at all?
None. It appears someone cleared them out. Free reign to study them however we wish.
Well, now you have my attention. As if you didn't before.
As for a few samples of the weaker strains, I may have access to those as well.
Really?
It's not as if I've been doing nothing here.
No offense, I didn't mean it as such. It's more of thought you had your hands full.
I do. But it turns out if you actually sleep, you can do more efficient work.
Okay, that feels directed at someone.
It might be.
I sleep. It's just not the recommended amount.
And why? You know, you've studied medicine. Why is that amount recommended exactly?
Who knows? I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Could not tell you. Or rather, I could, but I'm not going to, because then use it against me. So...
You say as if I don't already know.
Oh, okay, well.
No, I've found some interesting specimens recently. And
How so?
this one absolutely fascinating. Alright, so we're not talking about Wildfire at the moment. This is just a
Right,
wonderful
no,
specimen.
I'm intrigued. You have my interest.
So, at first glance, yes, it appears to be a bovine skull, a cow. It seems that in life, the first 3 or so, no, it was more than that in some places, the majority of the skin and some of the circulatory system was entirely replaced by a polyporous fungi.
Are you... Wait, hold on. Wait. Are you... Wait, sorry. What? Are you... That, like symbiosis between animal and fungus? Like that's, like, real? Like that happened?
As far as I can tell, yes.
So that... I'm not crazy.
From what I can tell, even from how the skull of it is relatively rotting at this point. However, from what I can tell from the rot patterns, everything, the quality of the skull on the areas that still has that fused skin. It was not feeding off of the skin, it was not feeding off of the brain. The areas where the skin had been torn away had decomposed. There were some fungi, there were maggots. Those have been removed. However, it does not appear as if any of this skin growth polypore had any actual negative feeding effect. It was linked into the circulatory system.
A complete combination of not only animal, mammal, and fungus.
From a few of the parts that I have begun dissection on, it appears in some places it was thin enough it could be removed by moving many layers of skin. It would have been incredibly painful, but I think it would have been a survivable process. That's the difference there. It has a certain firmness to it, similar to a conch or bracken, quite common with various polypores, but so that probably would have restricted movement, but provided further plating to the beast. It's fascinating.
Trying to understand where or how.
Do you want to see it?
Mutation? Genetic drift? Yes? Why is that a question? Why are we... Oh...
Alright. Oh, I've been wanting to talk about this for quite a while, but, you know, people hearing, oh, you've been cutting up a dead cow and sticking your hands in it and throwing out the maggots, isn't exactly polite conversation, apparently.
Really?
Seems so.
I had conversations like that with my peers. Although, usually that was just for projects.
You have any peers now?
I wasn't very social in school. Any sort of conversation that I had was mandatory.
Understood.
As for when I left college, nothing really stuck. A few flings here and there.
Understandable. People have desires, it happens.
Especially when their desires differ from your own so greatly.
You just pull that out. Storage.
Ooh, my goodness. Wait, it's like the fungi that you gave me earlier, like the... How the... I'm trying to process what could have even... It existed at one point.
Yes.
Which means that it's possible. But how? Mutation?
I don't know.
During the reproductive process, maybe...
I
Continue.
want to see if any of the spores that remain on it are viable. See if any of them retain any ability to reproduce. Because if they could...
If they could... But how?
Amazing to work with.
I'm trying to process everything that's going on. Mutation, maybe, during birth? But even then, for something to work so... With that, it doesn't seem, from what we're understanding, that there were any drawbacks. Fungus wasn't taking more. If anything, it was completely merged with the being. Like they were one and the same, like a hive mind.
I don't think it actually reached the brain, from what I can tell.
Then at that point, it's simply It's arguably better.
Mm-hmm. No, I'd want to see the rest of the body to see if it had fused with the nervous system in some way. But from what I can tell, it essentially was growing off of and shielding the body.
Hmm. It's not divergent evolution. Actually, no. Wait, it... It could be.
Anything, this is a truly interesting and diverse polypore that has likely come in contact with something that is also a suitable host to it. Rather than something directed from the bovine.
Some sort of genetic mistake.
Mm-hmm. I mean, mutations happen to cause various parasites, symbiotics, to change hosts, generally to horrible results, but...
There's always that 1 in a million.
Exactly.
We'd have to find if there's any still living.
Well, if I can actually scavenge any spores that are still viable, there might be.
If only I didn't have responsibilities. I would go looking immediately. Then again...
One moment. Sorry, I disassociated for a moment. What did you say?
I could be fit for an expedition. Not especially to look for this, of course I'd also want to keep an eye out. But to collect samples
Well,
and look around.
If you wanted to collect samples of the Wildfire mycelium, I definitely know the place.
If you're willing to take me.
I'd be willing to. However, it is currently 2 a.m.
Must we abide by the day-night cycle? Can't just get a little workout in, you know? Swing your sword a couple of times at some nasty infecteds.
You're a sword user, then?
I'm a man of many talents. Rapier is simply one of them.
Rapier. Interesting. I wouldn't think that an effective weapon.
I mean, one-handed, light, very sharp. I'd argue it's one of the more dangerous ones. If you know how to use it.
I suppose.
And if I'm ever without the metal arm, I mean it is one-handed.
Yes, that is quite useful. I was honestly considering making myself some sort of hand axe. I prefer the larger, more weight to it weapons. Because even if you can't take it out in one strike, it's better to be facing an infected without a lower jaw than one with it.
That is true. I usually just aim for joints, if I can't get a direct hit. It helps knowing human anatomy, especially when you're facing, well, zombies.
Yes. They use plenty of names for them, don't they?
Zeds, infected, zombies.
I think Zeds is a bit of a regional term.
Really?
Well,
I've heard many stories.
who have you noticed calling them Zeds?
Artemis.
And myself. And
Oh,
Ares.
yes. Usually you refer to them as infecteds, or ancients.
Sometimes. However, I also use Zeds.
I see.
I tend to copy who's in the conversation, to be honest.
You know, it is human nature.
Ares also refers to them as Zeds. Rylan
Hmm.
also refers to them as Zeds at times. Now, what would the commonality be?
Well, the Zed.
And why is the Z the commonality? What other trait do these people possess that might cause a linguistic shift?
You might have me stumped.
It's not exactly like Z is a letter down here.
Well, that's what I said, the Z. Wait. Oh, I think I see it. I think I understand. Because I was referring to Z, the letter, and you were referring to... Oh, I understand. Right.
All
Z.
Norse of the parallel.
I'm surprised I never caught onto that sooner. I suppose I'm used to people calling them Zeds in modern media and not really questioning.
No, I've definitely noticed that those who come from up north tend to call them that more. People
Weird.
from down here tend to bias to infected, dead, undead, and occasionally zombies.
At least in New England, a lot of people refer to them, at least in my circles, which weren't common circles, just infecteds.
It is sort of the universal phrase for it.
A lot of people felt zombies was a childish term, and Zeds, well, it's the letter.
Alright, well, you don't appear to be on the edge of fainting.
I don't think so.
Don't worry about me assessing you for this conversation.
Thank goodness, because I am fine.
Fine enough that I shouldn't have to carry your body, yes.
I'm rather light. However, my things are not.
Alright, do I have my stuff on me for something like this? I have some things I want to put away quickly, but I'll meet you at the gate.
Of course. Rather fast.
Like I said, I just had a few things to put away.
Do we need to let them know that we're leaving?
Yes, I was going to.
Okay. As you are.
Right. Militia, this is Ingram headed out with Dr. Helios.
Helio. Continue.
Oh,
I have corrected you several times. It's okay.
apologies. Icarus, then.
If you wish.
Oh, we will have to wear our gas masks. Obviously, for both going for the tunnel and the amount of spores in the air there.
Let's just try not to miss each other's faces too much.
No, no. The oxygen in the bunker in question should be enough to last the two of us for several hours, though I would not want to make an overnight stay.
I'd prefer not. Accidents happen all the time.
Yes. No. There is surprisingly running power in that place that is keeping their oxygen refreshers running.
Running power in a place that's been shut down for over 150 years.
Well, it's obviously nuclear, but...
Unless they have some sort of plant. Possibly geothermal, assuming that it's deep enough underground.
I think if there were geothermal, the people at the stadium would have already started pulling from that.
That's true. Nuclear it is. Unless it draws power from some other sort.
Also considering the sheer amount of uranium that is easily available here.
That would do it, yes. Speaking of which, that was a joke about Rylan touching uranium, right?
Which particular instance?
All of them?
I'm afraid to say no.
I knew he was dull in some areas, but I didn't expect him to be that dull.
I don't particularly... Ooh, red string. Very nice.
Another one behind you. Careful.
Well, I have someone watching my back.
Okay.
Child?
Least favorite kind.
Yes, I suppose.
Careful.
Don't know why I decided to sit down there.
Trip on a rock. It
Suppose
happens.
so. Honestly, for being nighttime, this isn't a bad amount of infected at all.
I've been noticing it's not always, at least. But they've been getting more scarce as of recent. Of course, there are moments where there are hordes.
Yes, it's less of an issue of scarcity, but of them clumping together more heavily.
Congregating.
Exactly.
Better to find the heart before they become ancient. Oh well. That is not dangerous. My head was almost crushed. Elevator?
Yes, I don't advise sitting down.
Oh wow. I'm surprised. Any shriekers that you're aware of?
None. There's none.
Then
Good.
how in the hell?
No.
This place is...
Absolutely
Oh.
riddled with the stuff.
It's like they're communicating.
They are. It's a network. They are.
I could not even begin to comprehend.
They are observing every single alteration to this environment. Air, the amount of sound we create. Basically anything but light. It's all incredibly aware of our presence right now.
And yet it's unbelievably docile.
Well, all of its fruiting bodies, all of the infecteds that became ancients have been wiped out here. Other than the actual risk of spores, it's completely safe.
If there was a way... If this would be it, I mean... Imagine instead of hallways, these were veins, arteries.
They are, in a sense. The thousands upon thousands individual hyphae stringing into the mycelium. It's all through the stonework as well, but it's most visible here. It's part of why they notice so many sounds. Something vibrates, one of them catches it, tells the information to everyone around it.
I understand why you study mycology.
How so?
Oh, at first, I thought why limit yourself to one realm of, well, life. And here I see I was limiting myself to the specifics of this kind of life.
Part of the reason I like studying fungi so much is they throw a complete wrench in the idea of individuality. This is one organism, and it is thousands upon thousands of organisms simultaneously. There is no proper differentiation, but it is all different life. That's part of how the ancients work. This mycelium grows from those heavily infected bodies. What little is left of the human form expands and expands, but that same mycelium, that same growth left in the shape of humanity, still exists as a fruiting body. They are unseen and absent most of the time when they are docile. One, because it takes so much energy to power a body like that without a human frame, but also because when they are like that, they are still in tune with this rest of the network around us. When they pull themselves out in order to feed the group, to feed all of this, they pull themselves temporarily before re-enmeshing themselves, becoming part of the macroorganism again.
The only thing I could compare this to is if cells were all connected into one. And even then, the thought of it is impossible. But it exists. How long have they been growing down here?
Well, based on the mycelial growth, it has to be at least 50 years for it to reach this state. However, considering the sheer amount of growth, either someone was feeding it quite regularly, or I would say this is initial wildfire.
I wonder. I mean, okay, so from my findings at least,
Yes.
if something were to die down here, it would grow more.
Of course, it's feeding it.
The question then becomes, how much does it feed until it creates a more centralized sensor? And then how long until a shrieker? And then how long until enough wildfire has grown for it to actually have enough, well, space and energy to create an ancient?
Well, that's part of the thing with the ancients, though. They are the... how should I put this? They are the proper adult body of the quote-unquote infected. What grows as an infected is essentially the larval form, as if it were a chick in an egg growing within from an embryo.
I have been looking at the wrong thing this entire time.
An ancient is that wildfire colony having completely consumed its host.
So my sample was not in vain.
This is Julian and Co. coming back with a friendly.
10-4, Julian and Co., myself, and Icarus are still out. At least the signal gets down here.
Out where?
Currently in the vault near the tunnel to Atlas.
Got it. Thank you.
If you find any locked chests, do inform me, because I have multiple keys.
10-4.
Surely an energetic one.
He is. I found it refreshing.
At least in my lab, I have a concentrated sample like this.
Yeah.
It's not nearly as grown. Think of starting at this central point.
Yes.
Around this, apologies. Around this, let's call it indent.
Mm-hmm.
And it's as much as I've gotten it to grow.
What have you been feeding it?
You know, I tried animals. It doesn't always receive to it. Sometimes it does. I do admit, maybe during one of my sleep-deprived nights, I got it to grow, but I don't know exactly what triggered the reaction. I don't think that it can process as much as this could.
No, and likely detached from the rest of its network. It's not in a good health state, but...
If I could find a way to make it grow...
Between you and me, I find that blood tends to be better than meat for feeding things like this.
I've got some to spare. I still can't believe this.
It goes up multiple floors.
How? What? It's not even done. Not even close.
No.
I need a bigger chamber.
No, it will just continue to expand. There is a maintenance ladder.
All right, we are now back at the militia. Also, if you need anything with a MATE excess card, 8423, hit me up.
Suppose I'll keep on the lookout.
No. It's primarily for this one break.
I mean, you can see the central.
Exactly. That is the origin point.
Even then, if you were to get rid of that, it would continue to thrive.
Definitely. It's not as if it's something requiring an organ.
To further my research in aiding the regenerative properties of said fungus, I was experimenting with axolotls. However, it seems that even if you were to get rid of a piece of it, it doesn't need that additional regenerative property. I admit the axolotl may speed up the recovery process.
What exactly are you doing with axolotls for regenerative?
Well, as I mentioned, if I were to create a docile version of the virus and then have others be... There has to be a better connotation than infected. That is the correct term.
Vaccinated?
Regardless, yes. At that point, why stop? Why stop at just, well, being free from this infection? Assuming that we can somehow find a semi-perfect symbiosis between the host and, well, the fungus itself. If it's integrated with the organs in the skin, and it has the regenerative properties of axolotls, you could theoretically regrow an arm.
All of a sudden, this sounds a little personal to you.
A tiny bit. Wasn't originally, I always had this, well, the idea. The idea came before the arm. The arm was lost shortly after.
No, you're going upon that route. I don't want to pressure the poor girl, but at least it's fascinating.
Oh, you're telling me.
Well, it truly is some sort of hybridization. Even just having the resting blood temperature be different. Wouldn't stop being mauled to death, but it would stop infection from being able to take root.
I'd have to ask for consent before doing such a procedure.
Oh, definitely.
However, they are looking for a new ear.
Well,
It's up to them in the end, obviously. I've already
yes.
promised to help them figure out where they're from and what they are.
At the very least, I don't think getting a few temperature readings would be against her boundaries.
I'd hope not. Otherwise, I doubt that we'd get anywhere.
But no, there's an entire bunker down here, all filled with the stuff. Even these places where it isn't entirely visible, it's absolutely riddled for these bricks. Look at the cracks.
I could only imagine how far this truly stretches. I mean, it's essentially consumed the entire vault.
It has. It's a strange feeling.
I can't help but imagine, like, these hallways as veins. Us as like little blood cells traversing through alongside the body of the fungus, communicating back and forth to maintain not only homeostasis, but a sense of mind.
Sense of mind is arguable, but it is definitely reactive, even reacting to us right now.
It's possible that those vaccinated could also have enhanced hearing, maybe even sensitive. We'd have to accommodate for that.
Didn't even notice that it glows more in reaction to our speech. It's watching us just as much as we're watching it.
Hopefully it doesn't reach out and grab us.
I had it try to grab my ankle at one point, but a few stomps didn't miss it.
You hurt the poor thing.
In my defense, it did try to grab me.
That is true. Self-defense is not a crime.
Were it not for the fact that it is essentially the greatest enemy of humanity at the moment, I consider it quite beautiful.
I still consider it beautiful. Humanity is the greatest enemy of itself.
Suppose that is an argument.
To be completely honest with you, Wildfire wouldn't exist without humanity, so I'd say it is.
Without a small subsect of humanity, though.
That is true. I don't really want to leave this place.
Well, at the very least, let's go to one of the rooms with the fresher oxygen.
Oh, right. I almost forgot I was wearing the gas mask. So many things to think about. What is this? An underground terrarium.
Entirely. They're actually incredibly common in vaults like this. They provide both a form of entertainment, a place for isolation or small groups. They produce additional oxygen, and they tend to circulate the soil that you have, their nutrients and such.
I don't even know where to begin. I really couldn't.
Even the emergency lights are keeping the flowers alive here still.
It's beautiful.
Isn't it just? But no, we don't want to hit dead air. We don't need... we don't need our nitrogen levels to reach a point where we start passing out.
I suppose. Can keep the gas mask on a little longer.
Yes. But no, the emergency systems are still keeping the sun lamp in here on.
I almost thought it was a real sky until I came up here.
It's part of the point. Keeps people from going nuts in isolated small places.
Yeah, I suppose most people would be threatened by such cramped areas. Is that active?
Oh. That's new.
And that is exciting. There's two shriekers, but I don't think that there's enough growth for a warden to.
I did tell you she was listening to us.
There's a part of me that wants to summon it, if it is possible.
I don't think I'm adequately prepared for that right now.
Fair enough. I just. Well, let me not get too close. Those hallways definitely aren't big enough to travel through, and at the very least, the cobwebs would slow it down. The only thing that you'd have to worry about is, well,
The
the sonic
sonics?
booms. But the sample that I could get from a dead ancient.
I don't doubt that I could kill it. I'm just not sure about unnecessary risk right now.
You could think of escape routes.
The easiest actually would be to take these stairs down and then take the elevator up.
Only if you're willing.
Well,
I mean, you already know my answer.
I do have a few emergency things for a situation like this. All right. Yes. No, you're very aware of me. And one more.
Come on, don't be shy.
All right.
I swear I heard the beat of a heart.
There is one.
It's above us.
Yes. All right. I'm going to do my best to deal with it. Stay out of my way.
Okay.
Are you, sweetheart? Side room, are you? She's angry. Get moving.
I am. It is stuck.
It is.
I suggest you keep your distance.
Yep. Shit! Staircase. Staircase.
Really? Right.
I'm going further down.
As you should. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Further down, further down. It's ranges. Crawl down, crawl down. I'm down below.
We need to leave.
Me too, me too, me too. I'm surprised it can still reach us down here. Where's the elevator?
I wasn't sure I was adequately prepared. Thank you for grabbing me.
Of course. I tried to get its attention, but it seemed especially mad at you for some reason.
Well... Alright. Can I have a moment to catch my breath?
I think you can still hear us, so I think that we should leave. Move, move.
Alright. We can take a
Get
shortcut.
back into me. Oh, move it, move it. Let's not stop. Let's not stop. Actually,
Not
I
stopping.
feel fantastic. If you ever feel sick, need me to carry you, let me know. I'm begging.
I think if I get hit again, I'm not getting up.
Good to know, so we should keep moving. Leave infecteds to me and do not jump in front of my bullets.
Working on it?
That, I don't even know where to begin.
Oh, jeez, adrenaline.
No, I understand. Do you think it was the combustion from the explosion?
Possibly.
I shot it several times and it didn't seem to take aggressiveness to me.
We'll have to make a note of that.
Maybe we get some napalms.
I could, but
Not right now, obviously. You need to
No.
rest.
no. I think that was not a good decision, and we should both go rest and potentially not tell people how badly that went.
Of course not. We went down into the vault, found some shriekers, and then got ambushed by a horde.
No, we found some shriekers, and as soon as it was summoned, we left and we're fine.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened.
Yes.
Left, ran toward the staircase, and survived.
Yes.
Oh, welcome
Something.
back. I can let you go then.
Ingram and Icarus reporting back.
Wow.
Don't touch us yet, don't touch us yet.
Don't do that.
I know. We have to take a shower anyways. We just came out from like poor infested place.
Yes.
I don't even
Oh.
know where to begin.
We were in spores.
What
so-
There's so much stuff we
Okay,
found.
Ingram, I have
Yes.
to talk to you.
I need to get all of these spores off me
Yeah.
before some of them come off of me and onto you.
Very
Well,
Alright,
I mean,
let me show you
Hyacinth
one
is
thing. Can I
technically-
show you one thing?
Okay.
Hyacinth is kind of already covered at them as well. We were all in infested areas. Yeah. We got one. We got some.
several.
We found so many stuff.
Okay, no, I do not feel
This
right
is
not
important.
cleaning myself off.
I should also
Okay,
do
clean
that.
yourself off and then we're talking.
Yes.
We will clean ourselves up and then we will talk, okay?
I presume you know where the showers are.
I was likely going to go to my own personal one, but I can lead us
I can
to
show it.
communal ones.
Do direct me.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Do not worry. I can probably give you a thing of soap I have.
Please.
I have some.
Got it.
Actually,
You just carry
no,
soap on
I
you.
didn't. I didn't bring it with
Okay.
me. Actually, no.
Oh, that was dumb. There.
Oh,
Hi.
hello. Sorry, I was catching my breath.
Yeah. Me too.
How are you? I literally kind of just got back as well.
Got a little bit of a fright, but I'm good.
Oh, I've not had much adrenaline. I've not had as much adrenaline as I've had before since ages ago.
Well, were
Oh.
you out with the other two down there? And Julian?
Yeah, we were.
Seems you managed to find some interesting things.
Oh my god, we did. I am. We are in over our heads.
Well, I was going to dunk my arm in an alcohol bath, so there's absolutely no chance of spores growing in it. However,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I...
Did you lose your arm again?
No, I took it off. I'm gonna dump it in an alcohol bath.
Oh, yeah, that's smart. Mind if I come in?
You can come in.
Hey. Sorry, I'm frazzled.
I have perhaps a little bit too much adrenaline running through me, but
Yeah, I'm also on that come down. We were on like skyscraper. We went to like 3 or 4 skyscrapers, and I jumped off a few of them. It was fun. I scared the living hell out of Keenan and Julian, Aries,
oh,
and Hyacinth.
yes.
But I think I might have imparted my adrenaline junkie onto Julian a little bit.
No, remember how people mentioned before there was a vault with a bunch of those spores, but none of the shriekers?
Uh-huh.
More shriekers grew.
Oh no. Yeah, we went into a
Well,
few spore places as well, but they didn't seem to do anything.
I'm fine. We're both fine.
Yeah, I'm fine
However,
as well. We're all fine.
a little bit more of a shock than I was ready for.
Yeah, I might give you some time before I tell you about the things I've learned.
Such as?
So we started off, just give you a rundown of, it's been a lot. We've been out for a while. We went to a underground mall, or we went to the mall. We went to underground and we cleared it out. I found a secret tunnel that had an armory key, and so we were like, let's go find where it is.
There was an ancient down there. Did it drop anything?
There wasn't one around there when we went there.
Oh, good. might have been a different mall.
Maybe, yeah. I have heard there's multiple, yeah. It was the one just over the bridge. Yeah, we went there. I got that key, and so we kind of like went around looking and asking for people to, like if they knew where it was. We then found this like big ass skyscraper that apparently no one had entered, but there's spores in the bottom or whatever. And I was like, they were like, "Hey, we're gonna be kind of like, what if we just climb to the top using the vines and use bricks to throw in?" So I used some rope, a bit sketchy, but we got in. We found a room where two of them pressed a button and were suddenly on the building behind them after saying, "Find the second terminal."
Oh.
They
Is that
teleported.
when the screaming started?
The screaming?
There was some yelling over the radio.
Oh, yeah, because we kind of just realized they weren't there. Yeah, and so we were like, let's go to a different place, do a different channel. Yeah, so that was that. Then, so while they were doing that, me and Hyacinth went up. Well, we found some weird chemicals. I found this seemingly super soldier serum, and this
Okay.
this compound 1454. I think it's also called Endure.
Can
Then compound 1423
I take
is called
those?
Sneak.
Can I take those? The
Uh,
super soldier serum at the very least, I found notes on before.
Oh, I also have a few notes, I think. Unless, I think Endure. Yeah, Endure thesis. Nope, that's Warp. That's 259. That's Dragon. That Warp again. Ignore those names for now. We'll get to them.
All right.
Then we found those. We found Stealth and Endure, which we found from the books that was still there called.
We'll rendezvous over at the kitchen.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting a voice. Yeah, we
You're going to the kitchen?
We
Good idea.
then went up a level, and we
Okay, I'll
found this
meet you guys
weird
up there later.
black egg-shaped thing
Huh.
that, on the other side, was a brewing stand
Mm-hmm.
filled with a thing called Artifact Compound 26113.
261.
A little note attaches, "Unleash the power of the dragon."
Okay. I
It sounds like a Viagra replacement, but it's not actually. It's codenamed Dragon, which is in one of these books. There's so many books. Let me just put these books down.
I think
There's
the
so many.
others did want to meet up to talk about our various excursions.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. We can do that.
Heading
Yeah,
to
I'll get to-
rendezvous.
I'll get to the teleportation part in a bit.
Yes, that is terrifying.
I've got a part of it anyway. I've got a piece of it.
Piece
A
of the
styrofoam ball.
teleporter.
Yeah. I've got a piece of the teleporter.
What?
Hello!
Okay.
I have a lot of news.
Brocker, I was explaining it.
Yeah, so I got to about when we found the Unleash the Dragon serum
Okay.
after the super soldier serums
Icarus,
and
sit
stuff.
down.
Yeah, take a seat. How much did you say?
I was just starting, and I'm gonna ask you. Let me finish.
A
Alright.
styrofoam ball and teleportation to completely separate things.
Oh, that was around where I
No.
was.
Well, yes. So
I think that you've
Say-
sunk into the chair a little bit. And,
You're sitting down while in the chair, so you're extra sitting down.
I think that you've sank a little bit.
say a word to flick this, throw it.
Okay.
I would end up in the location that it drops.
Point-to-point teleportation.
That's...
And the
And we know it
Where did
actually
the-
works. There was a button there. Aries
well,
and
that's two
Julian
different
pressed the
things,
button.
but
Well, yes, but we know that it is possible to teleport.
yeah. Was it it was 255 file 59. The prototype works by storing all kinetic energy of a throw within the housing. On impact, the energy is converted to heat, which activates the core warping ability. This will briefly transport the user to another dimension and then back to exactly where the prototype was thrown. Point A to B in an instant. Exactly as we wanted. There is still work to be done, though. If our deadline is revoked, the team... in short, the entirety of the kinetic does not convert into heat. This leaves the rest of the energy with nowhere to go but into the user. This can sometimes cause injury or even death in preliminary trials.
I want to study it extensively.
Beyond the teleportation, I'm trying to ramify the fact that this confirms that there is some other form of dimension that people can be within.
Dragons.
Multi-
was
There's a dragon in it.
There was a dragon that killed it.
Yeah, so that's what we said. So let's get back to where we were.
No.
Let's-
There was a stillborn. There was a stillborn
Well-
dragon egg.
Okay, let me explain it. Let me get back to it. I'll explain it as we were.
Over the fact that dragons
I'm
exist.
so upset.
Yes, no,
I
we're
know,
also
right?
grappling with
That's
these
so
entire
cool.
thing. All right, so after those two were magically teleported to the other side of the building with a button, press a button. Take a seat, Nick. Take a seat, bud. Take a seat, Doctor.
I don't think I can.
Okay. All right. So after they were teleported to the other side, we then found the super soldier serum and the invisibility serum. We then found the dragon serum. Then from there, we found a button, pressed a lever. It basically sent thousands of millions of joules directly into the egg and broke it. There was an egg of a dragon.
Killed it.
And you
We accidentally
broke
destroyed
What?
it. And then which one is it?
I'm so devastated.
We hit
We
it with
didn't know that would happen.
we
Okay,
hit
I'm
it with
so
a, we
distressed right now.
accidentally we accidentally hit it with a man-made lightning bolt.
And you
Yeah.
We
We
made a
didn't know that
lightning
would happen.
You can see how I'm
but wait.
feeling right now.
Who would like to hear a story?
Yes,
Don't
yeah,
worry,
they
it will
killed
get
it.
worse. Let me tell you
They
a
killed
story.
The only proof.
So,
they killed the only
start.
proof. Oh my god.
Whatever those men saw on the other side was big. Its roar could be heard on our end, and was so loud that it nearly broke their microphones. The one surviving crew member said the beast resembled a dragon from those old stories. A dragon? Can you believe that? Based on how powerful this beast appears to be, having slaughtered more than 20 troops when they crossed over, I have urged the team to move on to the next phase and to leave this portal alone. I don't want anyone to get hurt, and I definitely want that monster to get out, but there is a silver lining. The last surviving member of the spirit party brought back an egg with him. Of some kind. It's enormous. And has been laid by that monster. I wanted the egg destroyed, but Mara got wind of the egg and decided to create an entire project team to explore the potential that this egg provides. At this point, I'm worried, but it's not my problem anymore. My team was generously rewarded for our discovery.
Oh my god.
So, we think we found a place that was researching warp technology and also
They
found a
found another
dragon and an
dimension.
egg. And I might have a piece of it.
And they killed the only proof we had of a fucking dragon.
Look, I've got a piece of it.
I have a
I
piece
have
of
a
it as
fucking
well.
piece of it.
I have a piece of it as well.
I also have a piece of it.
Ooh, documents, ooh,
Yep,
documents.
I have a piece of
Oh
it.
look! Look! Super serum!
Ooh, artifact compound 261.13.
Why are you showing these things to me and not
Artifact 25501.
It'll be something that comes up later. Anyway, there's so many books in here. But we
I
also
also
found
have
out
so
that
many books.
the place that we went has been decommissioned. So basically, how it happened,
Look at.
the place got decommissioned because people in the company were stealing serums.
You can ask nicely.
So these people were supposed to be keeping them secret. I think the resistance.
Wait, Brocker, wait, I need to hear this. You can ask nicely.
Can I please have the serum?
You gotta say it nicely.
You're right. You're right, Ingram.
No, they're not right. I don't think
No,
you
a
realize
little
how
nicer.
people-
Take a second.
Oh,
Have the serum
get on your
Take a
knees.
second away.
Yeah.
for free.
All right, feel free.
I mean, no, it's for the serum, so.
All right,
Please.
wait for you to get back. Don't worry.
Like, I don't.
can walk. Leave him alone for a little bit.
Give
They just need a
this-
second.
I'm upset. I am upset. I am.
Look at me.
There might be more. I haven't finished. They said they moved labs. The other time I found a lab with
Can I have it?
teleportation with Atlas Lab.
No, don't pet me. Can I have it?
Pet,
Teleporter.
pet.
We're going now.
You want to say it?
I'm tempted as well, but I don't want
We're
to.
going.
You-
No,
you can
I have
have
something I need to protect now.
No, we're going Atlas Labs. Sign me.
We have to be.
I have a
Even if
mate
you-
access card.
I can hear them.
I will take
Sorry,
it
guys. I'll be
off your hands if you are not going to use it. I am going to Atlas Labs.
It's there.
No.
It's not a you using it. You could go to Atlas Labs and
Can we
go
go there
into the
today?
teleporter. No.
Why not?
Why do you have boobs suddenly?
Wait, huh?
Okay, no. I need to take a picture of what I see currently.
What the fuck is happening?
Wait, stay still.
What?
I don't see nothing.
No, okay. Holy shit. I don't know how to
I
send
need to
it.
see.
I don't know how to send
Blood,
it.
I can't be loud.
Screenshot.
I can't be loud.
Screenshot.
No, because
What the fuck? I see it too. I see it too. What is this? Why?
yeah, like look at it's because of the bend emote.
Why?
But like
Wait, I have
Please,
the perfect
no,
reaction
please.
to this.
I need a relog as well.
Oh my
Are you doing okay?
I was really about to be like, I was really about to be
know,
like, what do you mean I have boobs
I'm
suddenly?
not
I've always
saying
had
that we
boobs.
go now based off of our excursion today, but they did mention another lab in Atlas.
No.
No, not that one.
No, not Atlas.
Mm-mm. No.
Ingram?
Apologies.
Ingram? Hey. Ingram? Do you want to see the files I have? It can help you understand it a bit better. Are you okay? Take a deep breath. Is something more? Take a deep breath. Ingram? Calm
Careful,
yourself, please. Take a deep breath.
I don't think I would die.
Hi, I said.
You look so silly and cute. Just like that. You're just like a little puppy.
You keep taunting me like that, and I'm going to break you.
Well, I was just gonna do that, but
Picked up the clipboard. Yeah, when overwhelmed, can sometimes lose the ability to speak.
I'm
I
sorry.
don't mean to take the
I
access
bothered you?
card from you,
Hmm.
but
We're good.
Yeah, but
I would like.
Yep.
Well, I'm thinking maybe you two could
Oh.
get through, not just one.
If there
No,
are
no.
more,
I'm not looking at you. No.
this No. Look at me. Look at me. Eyes on me.
No!
I'm pissed off.
Why?
Okay. As much as I'm not showing it right now, I am mad. Beyond belief.
They fucking killed the only proof of a dragon!
Yes, you did.
We didn't know that would do
I
that.
did not
You
do it.
pressed-
That's why you read
Hey,
things
Helio,
first. You don't press
Helio.
them.
I'm not going
Oh,
to entertain
to
this.
us, it doesn't sound
Helio?
deadly, but that's
Helio,
good to
I'm
look.
not
know.
going to entertain it. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you gave it to Aries. Good job.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Hey,
I was gonna
let's-
give one to Aries anyway, because Aries didn't have one.
I don't have one.
Aries,
Hello?
Aries went
think-
to the skyscraper with
Hyacinth,
us. He
do
did a
you
good
mind if
job.
you mind if I have the rest of the books so I can put them all in a bag, kind of keep them centralized?
Oh,
Aries, what do I have
yes,
to
you
pay
can.
Aries.
Oh no. Oh no.
Aries.
Mhm,
Aries,
yeah,
What do I
yeah.
have to pay you? What do you want? What do you
I
want?
don't know. I might have to think about it. Anything? Mhm. Yeah. Wait, no.
Give it,
We're gonna make.
No, wait, listen to me. Give it to me, and then give him a fee.
Can we make a group instead? I cannot.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
perfectly
I'm gonna make a
fine.
group.
Yeah,
gonna make a group.
I'm very strong.
Mhm.
My armor broke
Make
a
sure
bit,
no
but
one else
yeah.
can't hear it.
Do you want a hug or not right now? There you go. I'm safe. You're safe. All good. No, that was just people dying on a boat. That's going over to the bridge.
Oh, okay.
It's just like, what's happening? Why do I hear screaming on the bridge? And then they died. It was an infection on the boat.
Sure hope there was no hidden message there.
No.
Just like any sort of blaring signs for you to not touch random buttons that get rid of evolutionary discoveries.
That was an entirely different place. You know the bridge over at like going between the cities. You know that like little like weird prison place?
Yes.
And then the little boat next to it, that is like an escape boat. I sadly don't know what the dragon was like. We didn't go there. We just saw the egg, but it was like a weird like black like large lump, like bigger than my head. With purple spots. I could do a drawing if you need, but
Purple spots.
yeah, it's like black and purple, which is weird. It's not like a normal egg.
Dragon. Was there any sort, like any, could you identify any sign of life? A heartbeat? Any movement?
No, nothing. Yeah, it's a lizard egg. That makes sense. Yeah.
He was hoping that it was, well, already dead.
Yeah,
But even then, the samples that you could have gotten from it.
I think it might be dead. Yeah. Oh, this one. Do you, just out of curiosity, do either of you know a company called Futura? Futuraa.
I might. Why?
And I know about them?
You may have heard a few things in the sectors. Not exactly my area of expertise.
Huh. Yeah, there's, they keep getting mentioned this place. Like, needless to say, this sparked the interest of Futura, and here they are now. They smuggled some things off to Futura.
Future.
Yeah.
I probably have some files on it.
And, someone called Movarek. Movrarek.
I don't think that I would know names more Browns.
Yeah.
This is... One, I would like to do a once-over of wherever you went to.
Yeah.
And
You know,
two,
so we didn't warp dimension. I didn't warp dimensions. Me and Hyacinth didn't. You'd have to ask Ares and Julian. They're the ones that kind of went from our the place where they press the button to the window.
this is incredible.
Yeah, here we go. The egg is too much of a risk to be left out in the open. The whole world may be at stake if it hatches. After analyzing the contents of the egg, our team has concluded that a creature inside can in fact be killed enough with enough energy. Using this theory as a jumping off point, we developed a rig that latches onto the roof, essentially that generates nearly 1 billion joules of pure electricity in the form of a bolt that light channeled into the egg. If something goes wrong, we need to flip a switch that is completely obliterated.
I'm trying to think. I mean, without the correct living conditions, the egg
Where'd it go? Oh, there it is.
would, well, become inactive. Gauntlet.
Oh, okay. So no one's like hurt. Julian just kind of went to bed because it's been a long day. He's been tired. And Aries just had that from the beginning of the day, because I think he got a black eye, so he's been covering up. All right, there we go. I think I've got all the books and they perfectly fit inside this backpack. Yeah, it is. We kind of were out there talking, like just outside the stadium as I slowly read the books because I was bored. And slowly I put stuff together. And it was kind of scary. I'm glad you're okay as well. Yeah. Let's get some thermal case.
I think I
Access
just
hard.
sold my soul.
What?
It's fine.
What?
I now owe Ares a favor.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Here's a grenade if you want it.
Um,
I
He just
think that we
casually
had
threw it.
Enough grenades for today.
Don't worry. I've also had enough grenades. I shouldn't
my
hold on
God.
them currently. I also found these weird, like, I don't know how to explain it, except, warning your ears. It's gonna be loud. What's that?
Wait, what are you gonna do? Are you about to,
Yeah.
are you about to shoot a gun right now?
No, I'm not gonna shoot a gun. I'm gonna shoot a bow.
What?
With a
Okay,
very
what's the-
specific arrow that I found.
I cannot hear you.
Okay.
Super
Alright.
soldier serum.
Yeah? Mm-hmm.
What do you want?
I'm making sure everyone is ready.
What do I want?
Yep, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, watch this.
That did
Don't go
nothing.
near it.
Wait, you have to wait.
What?
I think you have to actually hit something.
Huh.
Here, shoot me.
Oh,
uh,
Are you sure?
that sounds like a horrible idea.
Yes.
Alright.
I mean, if you
yes,
go down,
Why did that just not? What the fuck?
Well,
Uh,
you've lost an arrow.
Well, it's supposed to summon lightning bolts.
Oh.
maybe it has to be like a
Let's go
certain
this over.
time, or maybe it needs to be morning.
Maybe it needs
Maybe.
to be raining.
Yeah.
It needs to rain.
I also found a 50 cal rifle on my adventures.
Seems like Artemis.
I
would be
really want a
interested.
50 cal
Oh.
rifle, I'll be honest.
I'll see
That
if
sounds really funny.
I'll see if Ari wants this then. If
Oh,
not, then
where did Ingram go?
Ingram
just
went to
like-
go find the serum for me.
yeah.
Oh. I was gonna...
I have the artifact compound 26113, which is unleash the power of the dragon, which sounds like a terrible Viagra, and then prototype 25313, which seems like the block version
Yes.
of the teleportation.
Can I have one of them?
I only have one of each.
This one.
God damn it. Oh.
Also, do not ingest it.
So tempted.
You pressed a button and you got rid of an evolutionary discovery. If you drink that, I will cut you open and extract it myself.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't. I'm gonna be so honest with you.
To be
But
honest with you,
to be
You
fair,
have,
to
like-
be fair, we turned around for 10 seconds, and Aries and Julian
Okay,
no
so
longer
then you guys
existed
went
in the
around and
room.
trying to push all
Yeah,
the
that was
buttons
scary
in
as
the
shit.
room?
We were like, where do they go? Luckily, we had long range communications, but holy shit.
Literally,
Yeah, we
Brocker
quite
turned
literally
around to me and
disappeared in
just
front of them.
Brocker literally turned around and went, Hyacinth, they're gone.
none of you read signs?
There wasn't any
Actually,
signs. It was broken
there wasn't
down.
one
So
actually.
you just pressed a button without knowing what it
No.
does.
In my defense, I only pressed it because I was worried about Julian.
Aries, you could have sent a nuke to our location.
I think
Yay!
we stopped a nuke by destroying the eggs. Apparently, it would have destroyed everything ever.
No, it was.
It literally said it would destroy it would end the world.
You don't know.
And
It said it right there. It said
I
like
would rather
I
I would
don't
rather
know.
die to a cool ass dragon than a fucking
That's
zombie.
true.
I'm gonna be so
Yeah,
honest
sure,
with
yeah.
you.
I get that. No, I get that. Well, I still don't know what evolve is, which I feel like
Dragons are
fits you.
real.
So
Dragons.
yeah, we found 4 different names of stuff. Warp, which is the teleportation. Dragon,
Oh, I also got.
self-explanatory. Oh no, I actually find then. Endure, which is the super soldier serum. Stealth, which is the
I got this cool flower.
stealth, which is the makes you go invisible completely and be able to see at
No.
night. I feel like you did like that one.
I would.
I don't have them. I gave a lot of Ingram.
I'm going to blow my brains out.
And then a fifth one. Fifth one was evolve. There's a single mention of it in the entire thing, and it's just that they're going to go to a different lab to go research evolve.
Hyacinth, we're moving.
What?
We are going on a scientific discovery.
Do you like the flower I got, Brocker?
Yeah, I do. That's a good flower.
I think my eye is twitching.
I can help make it roll back.
Do you want to hit
Yo.
What I
Helio,
own
buddy? Hey, little guy, you want to go on an adventure? You want to go on a
is
walk?
fast for free. Yes.
I don't know who Henry is.
You wanna go on a walk?
Henry.
You wanna go on a walk and you want to
Yeah.
visit the science
It's
lab?
Henry so
Yes,
far
I
so
want
good.
to go on
but-
a walk and I want to visit the science.
Okay, we can go visit the science lab.
We're going to the science.
But you're gonna miss
Fungi,
out on
Hyacinth
all of
killed
these
me.
books. This entire thing's filled
Got
with
it.
documents and books.
I will be back to read it, you big, broad-shouldered man. Do you
That's
understand
true.
me?
I have big children abroad.
Now,
Oh my god.
go.
You want to go now?
I
I'm
so-
enjoying
I
my
kinda
time-
wanna go
I'm
with
enjoying
you.
my time with Aries. You can come with us. We can go.
Girls, stop fighting.
Oh
Wait,
my.
Aries, do you
Oh
like
God.
the
Yes?
flower? Look at this. It's golden.
I want to see.
Girls. Oh, stop flirting. Oh,
I'll be
okay.
done. I'll be
Wait, can
done.
I-
Are we done? Are we done socializing?
No,
No,
I'm talking
no, we're
to
not.
Aries.
No,
Go
we're not.
away.
Can I
Can I
hold it
go-
real
no.
quick? I'll give it back.
You can look at it for a second.
Are you going to go touch the teleporter?
I want to touch the teleporter.
No. Oh my god. Here you go.
Can I go with
Isn't
them
it
just to see
pretty?
what happens when they touch the teleporter?
He wants to see
Ingram,
the
they're being
insides of the
dumbasses.
I
thing.
promise I won't touch the teleporter myself.
Oh my god.
I
the roll.
promise I won't die. It'll be okay.
See, what if the teleporter sends a nuke to us or some shit?
Oh, so now you're...
Oh, absolutely. I'll
Yeah,
try.
because if it was an issue
then
that we
you
click the
will
button, it should
Oh,
be an
Aries,
issue
would
that
you,
you're
Aries,
touching
would you like to
something.
come?
Alright,
would
I'll
you
take
like
this
to come
notes
with
and
us
you
to make
take
sure nothing
this.
bad happens?
Yes, Aries, would you like to be my knight in shining armor?
I should probably get better. My armor's nearly broken. It's fine. We ball.
My armor is also really broken.
Cold
I need
feet?
to go mine diamonds to get more.
I do not have cold feet.
Sounds like you have cold feet.
Now, the real question is
No,
it
Aries
worth it?
is just scared.
No,
Aries is
no,
just scared to
no,
be
no,
around
no.
me anymore. He's just
Is
scared to
it
be around
worth
me
it?
anymore.
It is.
It's a survivor's
two-
sword.
It is
Actually,
2.
no, I'm gonna keep that as looting.
It's almost 2 a.m. Is it worth it?
It is 6:57
Oh.
a.m.
It is worth it. It is.
Barker's voice is hurting me like physically, but we ball.
I have 6 hours. I've been on for 6 hours. It's so tempting.
I'm coming with you. I'm taking notes.
I'm also going, so you know.
I was
Oh,
angry at you. I'm no longer angry at you.
Hey, I'm glad.
Are you
Oh
angry?
my
I am
God.
angry at you. I'm not angry at you. I'm
Okay.
actually concerned about you. Why do I owe you a favor?
good.
I'm no longer
Um,
concerned.
Wait,
What's up?
can I drop something out my house?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
I'd like to move as fast as possible.
Can I take one of the endurers just in case? The super soldier's serum. You accept it or no? Just in case. Just for safety.
In case.
As if I got hurt, I'm fine.
No, listen, you remember when I put my stream to be right back to fix the thing? I never put it back! I never put it back! I'm gonna cry!
You.
Oh,
You have
shit,
missed so
okay.
much content.
Oh, thank you.
Right. Oh. Thank you.
That's just lemonade.
Okay, and?
That was good
know you have
lemonade.
regenerative property.
I'm gonna cry!
I have some stuff as well.
That's what
I'm
she
gonna actually
did.
cry.
Potion.
Do you want to write it down?
I think I can.
What just happened?
No, you wanted stuff to protect you. Yours is if it happens to let you out over nothing.
Yeah,
Right.
it's good.
In the event that I fall to my untimely demise.
That should help prevent.
The
I can
idea
unleash the power of the dragon if very much necessary.
Do not drink that.
If a dragon comes through the portal, I think I'm gonna drink it so I can have a standing chance against
And
against
if
it.
it just turns you into another dragon, and now we have 2 dragons to deal with.
That's fucking sick.
Can we keep them as a pet? I mean,
I will show dominance over the other dragon and become its ruler.
I'll
Okay,
keep them.
right.
Yo, Brocker,
too.
If you become a dragon, can you take out the zombie apocalypse? That'd be great.
Yeah. Would you still love me if I was a werewolf? No. Would you still love me if I was a dragon?
I would love you so much more. I would love you so much more, and I don't love you at all right now. So
Goddamn.
I would kill people to have you.
Hey yo.
I mean, listen. I do that for some. I do that for some people. Not you,
Hey,
maybe,
yo.
but you know,
I'm gonna
May-
get
maybe-
close to
maybe some people.
first time.
Everyone's saying they're gonna fight over me if I was a dragon. I'm thinking about drinking it now.
I'm a person
No.
of violent competition.
Do it.
Okay,
Do it.
do
I'm
not
such a
do
bad
that.
influence.
Do
It's
not
2
do
in the
When we
morning.
get
No.
closer, if it's needed, incredibly needed.
Okay.
That sounds like a death
We
wish.
should- we
I'm
should
gonna
go, because
laugh
it
if
will
your
be
ass
dark
dies
soon.
immediately.
Then we go now, which is what
Yeah.
I wanted to say. So that we
I'm gonna
That's
go,
why
yeah.
my backpack is empty. I have space
safe,
just
don't
in case.
Space just in
Please do.
case.
I mean,
Don't worry.
let me not. I need to stop.
Go
I
on.
really need to stop. No, I'm good.
It's a part of the militia.
I'm the
Wait,
one militia
No.
member
Aries,
going.
look at me.
Wait.
Aries, look
I'm
at me.
going.
Which faction are you guys from?
We wander
from-
around.
We're kind of nomads. We just wander.
Nomads, but not with the nomad.
Okay, I
Not
was
with
gonna
the
say, is this like a
actual nomads.
cross faction adventure?
It could be if you wanted it to.
It kind of is, yeah.
Concerned
Aries?
about your. Why?
I can see perfectly fine if that's what you're worried about.
We should be going.
We should be.
I'll be safe. Don't worry.
You
Alright.
better.
What are you gonna do about it?
I owe you a favor. I intend to pay my debts.
Oh
Why are you?
Right. Hope see you been fine.
Look at me real quick. Look at me real quick. Wait.
God. Yeah.
Be safe.
Boop.
I. What the
Okay.
fuck?
Keep the rest of them from dying too.
I will. I'll bring you
Yeah.
back safe.
He's
Yeah,
been-
bring you all
he's
back
been-
safe. Hopefully.
He's been running after. It's fine.
What?
We'll be back alive.
Everyone got a gas mask?
Good.
Yep.
Of course.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can't wait for Brooker to
I wish
turn
we
into
could
a
have a
dragon.
horse.
Oh, it's gonna be so cool. Get Brock Dragon. Drocker.
Well,
Dragon. That's a Pokemon. I don't know what a Pokemon is. We're gonna go. Let's go,
Rocker,
Bagon.
Aries, Hyacinth, and Icarus heading out on an expedition. Did I get that over? Why? What even does half of that stuff mean? They left me with the books. They left me with the books. Huh. Hmm. Seven. This immense power can be used to power homes. I think that would help. Warp with their upcoming deadline. Pieces received. Warp. John. Life tree. Zip to the red wing. Stealth. Visible and consumed. Rest of the compound grant the user the ability to see in the dark. This is dragon. It's too much risk to be left out in the open. Hatches. Kill with enough energy using this fury as a jumping off point. Potentially. Billion jewels? Let's check down at the egg if something goes wrong, you know. 10 previous failures or something. Their prototype used the device instantly superheat itself. Completely different to what compound it generates. Transportation. The war team had a brilliant idea over the weekend. I've seen how far they've gotten with the project and will definitely be removing their deadline. If their samples, what should be done? Sell the prototypes? Explore the potential of instantaneous travel. Things came Berkidis down here. It's hell above the stairs. I heard same as the metros. Families. Ever since we gone wild, the aquarium and restaurant have been a lifesaver with plenty of beds and guns. Begging that our walls are increasing, running out of food. Our scouts have returned to Islander. I'm hungry. Lucky first night everyone's yelling at each other. Today a lot of us will be staying behind, but that's their own choice. Whatever those men saw on the other side was big. Its roar could be heard on our end, and it was so loud that it nearly broke my microphone. Eric. Rocker, this is Ingram. I read through those documents. What does the dragon vial say exactly?
The dragon file says artifact compound 261-13. Unleash the power of the dragon.
I wouldn't drink that.
Duly noted.
Thank you. Bullshit, you know that. It's a job for me. The move. It's late as any idea was good. Oh. How can I hack in the lab? Door. 2503 forms naturally in extremely rare situations. I mean, rare situations. It's in the compound. But sure. On the subject. Something. General 4. Oh. It's correct. Close to you. Homeless camp near the village. West, there's a shack. Hmm. Suspicious. Yes. Fascinating.